And well, hey, Lucy's mom. Hey. Go ahead and get started, guys, because this is a recipe, but it is kind of like multi-stepped. And I told you all I was going to have my son. If you don't know Naeem, this is Naeem. This is Rome's son.
What up?
And he actually graduated from college this year. He went to grad and he graduated in May amidst all this craziness. So he came straight home. And so there's no like, okay, what are you going to do? Are you going to come home? No, he was home. And he's been home and it's been great. And he actually has become quite a cook. I'm like really impressed after him being in college for 4 years and him coming home. He's been doing a lot of cooking. And so when I saw that we had cauliflower, I thought about the fact that he makes these vegan buffalo cauliflower tacos that it just, I just was like, it's a great idea to just have you show us how he does it. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna get started. I'm gonna also tell you that his recipe is a little bit different than what I gave you all on your sheet. So you'll have two versions and you'll be able to use the one that you like the most. They're very similar, but this is a disclaimer that his has egg in it. And I thought about it and we talked about it and I said, you know what, I'm still good with it because it's still mostly plant-based. And that's what we always talk about here is that, we're doing healthy, whole, plant-based meals and foods. And that means that our cauliflower is going to look like cauliflower. It's going to look like how it exists in nature. And we're not going to beat ourselves up about having a little egg, having a little dairy now and again, because we know that it's mostly plant-based. So yeah, with that said, I think we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm just gonna quickly say what I always say at the beginning of these, that plant-based foods are foods that are whole, that have been minimally processed, and that look like how they exist in nature. And usually when we're doing tacos, it's always got there's usually a meat, there's a lot of dairy, there's a lot of cheese, there's a lot of sour cream, there's a lot of that kind of stuff. And this isn't gonna have any of that. So that's what we're gonna do today. And we're gonna start off like we always start off and go over what you all got in the bag this week. So I actually learned at the last one, you guys were supposed to get some kale. That didn't happen, but they're gonna beef up our bag for next week because we didn't get the kale. But you all, so can our kids show us what you guys got? Now I already chopped up our cauliflower, but can you show us? We got cauliflower, got that gold cauliflower again. This is it all already mixed up. Jada, hello.
Hi, sorry I'm late.
No worries, we're just getting started. So you guys got this golden cauliflower again. Again, we always know that the more colors are in our plants and our fruits and vegetables, the more nutrient dense it is. So we're excited to see that. You guys got a bunch of peaches. We got quite a bit here, and y'all also got quite a bit of tomatoes. Yeah. So we can use our tomatoes in lots of ways. We're gonna add them to our taco today, and yeah, and that was. Oh, and then you guys got this random. Did you guys get this random can of vegetables? I was like, where did that come from? I was like, okay, but I would like to take a moment to just kind of review the fact that it is again, we're still looking at the label, right? So it's I'm looking at the label and I don't see any foods, any ingredients that they've used to preserve. You got potatoes, Jada?
Yeah, I don't know what this is from.
Oh, I don't know what that's about either, but hey, we got plenty of recipes for in fact, those I don't know if y'all have been making those stuffed potatoes, but they are so good. I make them often. But these canned veggies are still good because there's no preservatives in them, so you can see that it's just water in the
vegetables.
Even though it has been processed to put in this can, it's going to have less nutrients because it's been sitting in that water, but it's still not a bad choice. I would always say frozen as far as processed, fresh is best, but then our second option is frozen because they flash freeze it It's already been processed. It's been ripened on the vine. And then our third option is going to be a canned option, but still looking at it and making sure that there's no, if you can't pronounce the word, then we don't want to put it in our body. So if it has something that's in here and you can't pronounce it, that's an easy way to know it's some kind of crazy chemical that we don't prefer to use and to serve our families or put in our bodies. So, yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. So Nai, you ready to take this thing over?
Wait, what about the one with this
Let's
banana?
go.
So I'm going to kind of talk him through. I'm gonna talk and he's gonna do. And you're gonna just like tell us if there's anything else we need to know. All right.
Thank you.
So here's our spread. I'm just gonna show you what we've got, how we've got it set up here. And we'll kind of go back and forth, but I'm gonna keep the camera here now.
We need to see everybody out this one to see
All
her.
right. All right. So let's get into it.
Speaker, so we can only see her.
Okay. So like I said, guys, he does, just before we get into it, he does use egg. And it's just like you're basically doing fried chicken, right? Like you're basically doing fried chicken, but you're putting the batter on the cauliflower. And so you're gonna go ahead and still start out with your eggs. Let me move out of the way. You're gonna go ahead and start out with your eggs and like kind of batter them. If you wanted to do what's on the recipe, feel free to do that. You're basically creating that same batter. A batter of the flour, and you're adding your milk and everything directly to your flour.
What, Jiana?
Yes.
How many eggs do we have to put?
Yes, these are 2 eggs. Now you can get
You thought I was getting eggs. Wait, what?
2 eggs.
Yeah, but
You're basically just putting in enough so the flour and everything sticks to your cauliflower.
This is also a mix of.
hold up, wait, what? Oh gosh, I don't think I have eggs.
I also do a little splash of milk in the egg, just a little splash. You don't even really measure it out. You just look. Little splash. Ready? Ready?
Excuse me, Miss Jiana. Excuse me.
Yeah.
What happens if you don't have eggs?
If you don't have eggs, let's go ahead and have you do exactly what we have on our recipe, which is this is our flour mix, right? So in this flour mix, we have I already did this in advance just to kind of be a little bit ahead of it, but you're gonna go ahead and put your flour, your paprika, your garlic, your salt, and your pepper. And you're gonna put that all in your flour. And to that, you're gonna go ahead and add your milk. So you're basically creating a batter right in here. And then you're gonna still do the exact same thing we're about to do, which is put all the cauliflower in the bowl and then mix the batter over top of it so that it gets nice and get all of those ingredients on top of it.
So just to reiterate, you're gonna.
Where's our flour?
Just to reiterate, you're gonna put your milk in your batter instead of the egg that we're about to.
Oh,
Okay.
Does that make sense, Jaden?
yeah, that makes sense.
So let's just start. We're gonna start and we're gonna put our cauliflower in the big bowl. This is our big bowl of mixtures here.
Yeah, so we've got a big bowl so that we can kind of do everything at the same time. And also, you're thinking about like your cauliflower, we kind of broke it up into these like bite-sized bits because think about it, it's gonna be like on a wrap. So you don't want them to be too big, they're just kind of like small bite-sized portions. So I went ahead and did that again to save a little bit of time. Yeah, just break that whole head of cauliflower up into little bite-sized pieces. That also helps it to cook more evenly.
All right. Are we good? Is everyone good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Sean Cena's saying no. I see you.
Sean is great.
I see you, Sean.
And guys, the reason my son likes to do it like this because it's going to make your it's going to go ahead. You can pour it over, and you're going to pour it over. It makes your cauliflower more crispy. So it's more of like that buffalo cauliflower that's crispy. Doing it this way ensures that it's a little bit more crispy.
Yep, and it sticks. It sticks. It's all about the stick. So what I just did, I poured half of the eggs, and I'm just gonna mix half first, and then I'm gonna pour the other half in. The other half of the eggs.
Again, just making sure that you're trying to get all of the cauliflower covered in some of that egg mixture. Because there's so many small pieces, like if you're frying chicken, you could just kind of do it like one at a time, but that's kind of tedious. Can I go ahead and add the rest?
Yep.
All right. So again, just pouring all of our egg over our cauliflower.
You want to make sure all the egg gets over all the cauliflower as the best you can. That's the key. And that's the same. And that's this. And the same thing goes for the flour. You want to make sure the flour covers as much of the cauliflower as possible.
So if you're doing it with the batter, you've already done this part, but you're just going to make sure that all of those seasonings. Start up again, Nye, just to be sure. To make sure that all of your seasonings, your paprika, your garlic, everything is like evenly mixed through that flour. So that's going to be all of your flavor. Again, like we know a lot of times with plant-based foods, the reason you're using the same seasonings you would use for buffalo chicken wings. It's the same seasoning. You're just using it on cauliflower instead of chicken.
We're going for that crunch. It's all about the crunch. So we're putting the flour on now. Just try to cover as much of the top as possible. I'm just gonna show how I started out. Have the top covered and then mix. I'm gonna do the same thing twice. We're just getting as much of the flour stuck onto the cauliflower as possible. And again, if you didn't have the egg, it should still be sticking because you poured your milk into your flour.
Right. And so, yeah, if you have the batter, then you should just have the same kind of situation here. You're basically at the same step we are right now and trying to cover the cauliflower with the flour and milk mixture. Do you need more?
Yeah, I'm gonna do more. I like a good amount of flour because I like a good amount of crunch. So if you like your wings crunchy, if you like, your fried food crunchy, it's about the flour.
So again, I don't know if I said this before, he's going to fry his today. And I'm gonna also say this. This is gonna be your like Saturday taco night. This is not like your regular Monday through Friday healthy meal. It's not necessarily very healthy because of the way that he does his. He fries his. And as soon as you start frying, then you're kind of changing the chemistry of the food, but it's still a healthier option than using, meat products and all the dairy, which we're not going to have any dairy at all. I'm going to go ahead and start melting your oil.
Yep.
So I'm going to go in the back and start melting his oil for his to fry his cauliflower. I also wanted to show you, we're going to fry this in coconut oil. I wanted to show you all, keep your eye on that. Go ahead and put that oil on there. I get this from Target. This is about $10, but this big old thing is going to last me so long. And I'm going to also tell you that we use coconut oil for everything in my house. Like we actually use this for lotion, like straight out, like this very same thing that we use to cook with is what we will put right on your skin. And honestly, if you have coconut oil, if you haven't used it, you should really try it because the way that it absorbs in our skin, it's not greasy. So it's like very moisturizing and it doesn't, and he even uses it.
We call it a cheat code because we say if you can't put it in your body, you shouldn't be putting it on your body. So my mom, she puts it in her hair, on her body. She even puts it in her mouth.
I
It's
do.
crazy. She's
Okay,
crazy.
now he's telling me too much information.
You can put it in your mouth, and it takes.
It's an oil pull. That's for another day night. Okay, all right, no more. Bye-bye. No, I do use it. It is an oil. It is an oil pull that pulls a lot of the toxins and things like that out of your mouth. It's like a holistic dental care thing. But in any case, the idea is that because the skin is our largest organ, it's our largest organ in our entire body. So the idea about being like whatever we're using on our body should also be healthy. And the idea, like if you can't put it in, if you wouldn't put it in your mouth, if you wouldn't put it on in your mouth, you shouldn't use it on your body either. It's the same thing. It's kind of going the same place. All right, so I'm gonna.
Did you say how much coconut oil we put?
So we put about a 1/4 cup of oil into the pan to fry it with. So again, we're not doing it like we would do like old school fried chicken and like douse it. Like it's not covering it. It's just getting it nice and hot. And stop. I'm wondering why you're doing that. Stop. Yeah, but stop. Okay. Even though he's 23, he's still a child. I'm like, why are you doing jumping jacks?
When the food starts heating up, you start getting more and more excited.
That is dangerous. Okay. Do not do jumping jacks in your kitchen, please, children. Now I forgot what I was doing.
Ready.
So yeah, so we're not dousing it in oil. We're just kind of doing like a pan fry. If you are doing it per the recipe, then you would still go ahead and you would be taking the batter and pouring it on your cookie sheet at this time and putting it in the oven, and you're going to cook it for 10 minutes. And then we're gonna take it out of the oven, flip it for another 10 minutes. So if you're baking it, that's how you would do it. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna take the computer over here so we can kind of see.
We're gonna use those to cook it, or?
Yeah, how would you do it?
Yeah. So I usually just put them on one at a time because you can't fill the entire pan with all your cauliflower at once. You just want to cover the entire surface of the pan and see how many cauliflowers you can get on there.
I'm gonna come to your other side.
So we've been preheating this, so the oil's already sizzling, so we're gonna hear a little sizzle, hopefully. It's a little sizzle happening. We're just gonna put each cauliflower on the pan one at a time.
If you guys have any questions, please just shout them out.
Okay. So what happens if you don't have olive oil? Not olive oil. You know that oil you're using.
Well, you can use olive oil. Do you have any kind of cooking oil in the house?
Well, are you frying it, or are you just doing it in the oven, Jaden?
Well, because I usually do this for mom. So we just to watch. I just wanted to do since I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna use your recording.
Well, you can use any kind of oil. We would prefer you use a plant-based oil. So thinking about that is like olive oil. The coconut oil is also really nice for frying. And you can also use a vegetable oil, but you just have to be careful. I mean, the main thing to be paying attention to when you're using oil is that you want it to be 100% plant, like 100% of whatever that plant is. So it's like if it's canola oil, like just make sure that's 100% canola oil, 100% olive oil, because again, we just kind of want to keep it so that it doesn't have a lot of additional ingredients.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. No, you wouldn't put more. You're only gonna do one batch. You probably only have time to do one batch. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and let this cook down. Is that enough oil?
Yeah.
Let's see. Almost good. What's this? 4 vegetables.
pretty much going to be checking underneath the cauliflower to see if it's started crisping yet. And it hasn't, so we're going to leave it.
I will also share this version of the recipe, but it really is the exact same ingredients. It's the same process, except for the fact that we added the egg and that we're doing this pan frying instead of by oven.
Starting to crisp, but we're still going to leave it probably for 2 more minutes, I would say. So
now, as you're cooking this, are you, like, what is the desired texture? Like, is it soft on the inside that you're, like, so you're cooking it slow because you're still cooking it all the way through?
Yep, still cooking it all the way through, but we're still going for the crispy. So we're going for crispy crunch with a little softness in the middle. Cooking it a little bit above medium. We're on like 6 right now. Yeah, we're gonna start flipping it to the other side.
Oh, show that one. That one looks good. So this is how it should be starting to look. You can see it's starting, it's getting nice and brown. Again, just like anything else we're frying, it's gonna look the same. Like it still does the same, even though it's a vegetable. Yeah, they are looking good.
I'm gonna give another close.
That kind of looks like a little wing too. It's kind of, I think that's where they got the idea from. Because if you look at like this one, that's looking like a little drumette. So you have to use your imagination.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Sounds good though. And it smells good. I don't know where you guys are in your process if you're cooking, but it's starting to smell good. So you do that? You cook it like on its head like that sometimes?
Yeah, I try to get every angle, every side of the cauliflower on the pan. And so at this point, you're just constantly flipping them, going around the pan, constantly flipping them, because it really doesn't take that long.
Yeah, it's taking faster than I thought. I think that one needs to be turned. All right, looking good. I invited my son to show us how to do this too, because I like the fact that he's a young man. And a lot of times that, you start talking about, trying to eat plant-based to men, and they're like, get out of here. It's not good. It's not going to fill me up. And that's not true. It's just about really cooking real hearty foods like this. Hi, August. How are you today? I was looking at the video from yesterday, and I was really happy that you brought your brother in. He actually really made us laugh. That was funny. All right, how's that? Oh, it's looking good, y'all. Nice brown. How much longer do you think, Nye?
Not much longer. Now it's just a matter of preference. Like, we could be done now, but I like them crispy. I don't know, Mom. Do you like them crispy?
I like them crispy. So I'm going to tell y'all this whole recipe because I kind of let my son do it. He likes crispy. He also likes spicy. So like the pickled onions and all that, like that is his thing. He likes things really spicy. You like spicy, Mads? Yeah. You're going to love these onions, and they're super good. They're good, but they are spicy, I'm telling you. But I wanted to kind of show it from a different perspective. Those are great. You ready? So with this, so once those cauliflower are nice and crispy, it's actually like a double step. You should just put it right on. It's a double step. So you're gonna go ahead, we're gonna cook those. And even if you're doing it the batter way, where you're doing it in the oven, again, you're doing it for a total of 20 minutes. So you'd have it in the oven for 10 minutes, and then you would take it, you would flip it over, same thing we're doing in the pan, so that it's brown all the way around. You wanna make sure you flip it halfway through so that it gets nice and crispy all the way around. And then we're gonna put it on this parchment paper. You could parchment paper or foil. Here, where are we? So you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna put that on the paper. And then the second step to this is to put the buffalo sauce on it. And then we're gonna put, for this technique, we're going to do this, and then we're going to put it in the oven for a few minutes so that all the sauce gets baked on. Why don't you start there?
Get all the angles. You'll see some sides that are softer than others.
Yeah, so he's just saying that, like you can see, if you're really looking for that crisp, just to make sure that you're continuing to flip it so that it's going to be nice and crunchy. And that too is still giving you that like fried chicken kind of effect.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it like this on every side.
Yeah. Okay, but you gotta hurry up. It looks great. It smells great too. All right, 1:30. All right, we're making good time. Yeah. Like I shared with you all, it is a little bit of a multi-step process, but it's a treat. I mean, this is like your one day a week that you're gonna, have taco night.
I don't know if the recipe has beans on it, but you could also add beans.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Yeah. If you add beans on it, that's where your protein is gonna come from. Totally forgot about that. All right. Just put it up to the side. All right. So from here, we are going to grab your, get the brush and everything. So from here, we're gonna go ahead and make the buffalo sauce. So on your recipe, it calls for the
Miss Jiana,
yeah.
look. That's me. I'm cooking it.
Hey, look at you. Look at you, Mads. Love it. Oh, wait, let me spotlight you because that's awesome. Yay, Madison. How exciting. Great job. Yay. I love it. Thanks, Mom. All right. Okay, so now that I will spotlight this back. All right, so now we are gonna get ready to, so our cauliflower is looking delicious. Oh, that looks good. I'm trying to really restrain myself and not eat any yet. So we're gonna take this and we're going to put together our buffalo sauce, our spicy sauce. So this is that combination of coconut oil, honey, and buffalo sauce or hot sauce. I actually use sriracha. I don't know if y'all use sriracha, but it's really good. Sriracha is really good. But we also have, I got my Franks over here too. You know what I mean? So you keep it 100 with however you want your hot sauce. Matter of fact, let's put a little bit of, let's put a little bit of Franks in there. We got to keep it black. On our buffalo wings. Yeah. Put that up. Yeah. So you're just gonna take that, you're gonna whip it together with your fork. Whip it together. So it's gonna look separated like this when you put your oils and your stuff together. We're gonna want to blend it because it's that same idea. You're gonna want it nice and I would do it like kind of like a whisking, so that you're gonna try to get it nice and emulsified is the terminology when you're trying to bring together the oil and the honey and those sauces. You got it. All right. But less of this, more to the side. Yeah, so that is going to be really tasty with that hot sauce, like that nice and hot and sweet together. And then you got your, so this too, we use a brush. You could also, I would actually put this all together a little bit more.
You could use a brush to wipe them on, or you could literally use your fingers.
I would do that.
And just dip them.
I would do that. Dip it all the way in there. Forget all that fanciness.
You want to get as much of that sauce on there.
You putting it all the way around, so you really getting that full effect. So that's the same thing you would put on any chicken or whatever you're putting on the cauliflower.
You can honestly put a couple in there too.
So again, we don't even have, this doesn't have a whole lot of spice. The spice we put in the batter, that's it. Also the little bit of salt, what is this? The little bit of salt, a little bit of salt we put on the cauliflower because, you know, the cauliflower, you know, it needs a little seasoning. But all the seasoning is in the hot sauce.
This is looking crazy.
Yeah, this is looking crazy.
I'm ready to shut the cameras off and start eating now.
So once we bake this, this is gonna be something really beautiful. My son is doing a happy dance over here.
See, I'm about to do jumping jacks. I can't do it.
Don't do jumping jacks while you're cooking, please. That looks really great. I'm telling y'all, this is legit right here. This is the kind of thing where it's like, you know, this is where we bring our Black people magic to food. And, you know, it's like you look at plant-based food or vegan food, be like, that looks nasty. Like, not the way we do it. I feel like, is that one? All right. Beautiful. All right, so really? Okay. Listen, this is, I'm letting him do what he does because he does a great job. All right. So just to make sure it's all baked in. That looks crazy good. All right. So if you're doing yours in the oven, it may or may not have quite as much crunch. However, just still keep going for it. It's gonna still be delicious, particularly when you get to this point where you're putting all of the sauce and everything on it. It's still gonna, this is still the bottom line. This is what we're trying to get to. Even if it doesn't necessarily have as much crunch, it's still gonna have all that flavor. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put this in the oven for maybe 10 to 15 minutes. At this point, it's gonna just finish making it nice and soft on the inside. And then while we do that, we're gonna do this onion mix. We have some extra here. We'll just do that later, but just so y'all know that this is gonna give us how many tacos? 4, 5? No, because you don't even use that many on it. So this one head is gonna give you a lot of tacos.
Especially when you get beans too, you get to spread it out even more.
Yeah. Yeah, I would just definitely, like we were talking about the beans before, you don't even have to do anything to the beans. Just take them out of the can, drain them, put a little salt, garlic, warm it up a little bit, and you just put that on the bottom. All right, so let's go ahead, and while that is on, let's go ahead and set our timer for 10 minutes. And then we're gonna go ahead and do our pickled onion. So as you know, pickled onion, I'm gonna just go ahead and slice this up. So as you know, the pickled onion, yes, I will definitely send you both recipes for sure. Nai's getting fancy on us and is adding things. But I will definitely send you both recipes. I'm gonna start this up and then he's gonna do all this seasoning part. But as you know, I don't know about you all, but my grandmother used to do pickled onions and pickled all this stuff. Like in the South, they would do it in mason jars to help preserve the foods. And what I like about this recipe, it's kind of like an instant pickling that you're gonna do. So I actually did not have, hold on. Sorry, I didn't like the way that's looking. I didn't have red onion, and just like with any of these recipes, you're just gonna make do with what you have. And so I'm just taking off there, had some like residual dirt on that. So we're just gonna go ahead and use this onion. So again, whenever we're doing any of this kind of cooking, you're gonna wanna try to make your onions as evenly cut as possible, just so that it's kind of like evenly spiced. So we're gonna go ahead and slice your onion. You're gonna wanna slice them up versus chopping. When they chopped, they're not gonna like lay as nice in your taco. So that's one onion. And then we're gonna add jalapeno. Again, the young Murdoch here likes his spicy. I like mine spicy. I also kind of just wanted to show you that I wanted to go ahead and use these because they're starting to get a little old. But please do not throw away any produce as it's starting to get old. This is a perfect recipe for something like this that, it just is, you just use it up. Oh, I'm sorry. We're not going to cut it. We're going to slice it. Also, a lot of recipes call for cutting this out. This is extra, extra spicy. Because we like it spicy, I keep it. Do you keep it in that? Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you don't like it quite as spicy, it's really the seeds that hold that extra spice. So if you're like not so keen on having too much spice, you would just cut that out. You would just cut that right out. But we're gonna keep it. So again, we're gonna go nice and thin. Now should I do both of them?
Yeah, the more the merrier.
So again, he likes it spicy. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Hey, now you wanna take a peek at our?
Yeah, we're gonna have to flip them halfway through just to make sure that we get both sides, just like we did in the pan.
I don't know if y'all can see that, but that looks crazy. Whoa, that thing looks good. I don't think it's halfway yet. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and do both peppers. And again, it's get ready to go bad, but it's perfect for pickling. Don't throw away your produce. As soon as your produce starts looking like that, then just hurry up and eat it. Put it in a stir fry, just do something to use it up. That's one thing with going plant-based, you do use a lot of produce and people kind of get overwhelmed. It's like, oh, I just spent all this money and I have all this produce and it goes bad. Well, first of all, don't buy so much. Just like dedicate yourself to like one menu or one meal for the week. And then once it starts going bad, then use it. All right, so again, I only had one onion, so we're just gonna use one onion. And we're gonna put everything in there. So I have a little glass container, which is nice because then it has a lid. But even if you have Tupperware or whatever with a lid, because you're gonna be in and out of this. This recipe is so good for any kind of taco, any kind of Mexican recipe. I will also put it on a burger or something like that. So why don't you come over here and you finish this thing?
Yeah, you should put the veggies out so we can mix it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, I'm sorry. Look, I'm getting ahead of things. Do not put it in the bowl first. Yes, sir. You come over here and do your thing, please.
You need the white. You have white vinegar too.
I got this vinegar and this vinegar. Is that okay?
Yeah.
So again, he prefers the white vinegar, but I didn't have white vinegar. So we have this apple cider vinegar, which also, by the way, I get this at I live in Mount Airy and they have a little A&N produce market. This is super healthy. This is like when you're sick, you take a shot of this and some lemon and honey and it wipes out your cold. This is an investment. I would say these things that I'm sharing with you, they might cost a little bit more, but you're also going to use it for everything all the time. So this is, again, just kind of super healthy and super good for you.
Cool. So the first step to pickling these vegetables is a half cup of water. So we're gonna pour a half cup of water in there. And next is a quarter cup of the vinegar. So this can be white vinegar. We have apple cider vinegar, balsamic vinegar, really any kind of vinegar. So a quarter cup. This is 1 cup, so I'm gonna do a quarter of this cup, about quarter cup. I'm gonna do a quarter cup of another vinegar. If you don't have another vinegar, you can just do 1/2 of the same vinegar. A half cup of the same vinegar. So I'm gonna do another quarter of balsamic. Yeah, you see us. What's next? Garlic powder. So now we just spice it up. I don't really have the measurements here, but I like to just cover the surface of the liquid of the vinegar here. So
the measurements are in your recipe. He's just doing what he does here.
Yeah. So that's just how I usually measure it out. Try to just cover the whole top part. And I do that with all the seasonings. So I have some, I should be following this recipe.
Yes.
What I do, I like to just put random things in and see how it works, but I have to remind myself that.
Garlic, Italian seasonings, mustard.
Okay, mustard. We have ground mustard here.
Now, why do you like the mustard in there? That's a little bit of a different kind of ingredient to include.
I honestly found it online and I haven't stopped using it since. I thought the same exact thing. I decided to trust the internet on that.
What's going to give you that a mustardy taste, the sour kind of.
Yep. And then we're going to do the same thing for the Italian seasonings. Just try to cover the whole top part here.
And just a reminder, your Italian seasoning, we have one that's already blended up here, but your Italian seasonings are your oregano, your basil, your thyme. If you have rosemary, I don't have rosemary, but in garlic, those are your Italian seasonings.
We have this. Are we gonna do this?
This is another recipe. This is another ingredient that Nye uses. This liquid aminos. It's kind of like a healthy version of soy sauce.
Just a splash here. Splash of that. And usually there's some kind of sweetener in this. Yeah, so we could use a little bit of honey or maple syrup.
Or do you want to use, just use the honey. This is agave.
Yeah.
I'll show it because I don't. So you could use your honey or your maple syrup. This is agave.
Teaspoon, just a teaspoon of some kind of sweetener. You could even use sugar, some kind of brown sugar or something. And we're gonna mix all that together. all that together.
Nice.
Yep. And that's it. And then we're gonna put all of our veggies in.
Oh, cauliflower is ready.
Yep. 10 minutes is up. I'm not sure. Look.
Wait, careful. All right, y'all. I just want to show you what this buffalo, what these babies are looking crazy right now. And you see those little burnt pieces, that's what you want.
Yep. Mix these as best we can.
So like as you put it in the refrigerator, it starts to kind of break down into all of those juices.
Yep. The longer it sits in these juices, the more juicy it gets, I guess.
It gets soft.
It gets soft. And the other good thing with this too, with the pickled veggies, is that we're consuming the veggies in raw form. So we're not cooking any of the nutrients out. It's pretty much right out of the earth. And that's always the best way to consume the nutrients. That's kind of how I justify it. Like I might use egg, you know, my mom won't be happy with the egg, but then I'll be like, hey, I'm also using all veggies. And it's balanced, right?
Yes, agreed.
It's balanced. It's all about the balance. And we're good, so.
I have some that's already ready, so I'll show them.
Yeah. Put that in the fridge. My mom's gonna take some out that we have already prepared. If you put it in a container that has a lid in it, you can also shake it up a little bit. Put it in the fridge. I'd usually wait at least an hour, or at least 30 minutes to an hour.
So yeah, so you're gonna want to have that be in your like kind of let that marinate for about an hour. But this is what it's gonna look like when it's all done. So this is a batch that I don't know. It's probably been in here for about a week, and you'll see that it's kind of, you know, the vinegar and everything has it all broke down. It's like all broken down, nice and soft. So that is all set for our taco. All right, so we've got our pickled mix all set, and we have our buffalo chicken all set, our buffalo cauliflower all set. Let's put it in a bowl. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get ready to put this taco together. So what I have here on the side for your actual making of the taco itself is your buffalo cauliflower, the pickled onion, some tomato, lettuce, and an avocado. I actually did not have an avocado that was ripe, so it's fine. The avocado is gonna be really nice though, because it's gonna break up some of that spice. It's also going to give you some like nice texture. And then avocado is a healthy fat. So our body needs fat, it just doesn't need the unhealthy version of the fats. So I also did not, I'm sorry y'all, I'm a little off today clearly, but I did not have cilantro. But what I am gonna be using is, you know, I always show y'all that I just get a box of the lettuce. Like, you know, you try to take, okay, there we go. Sorry about that. I know, I froze for a long time. That was a long one.
I gotta eat this here, man.
No, mate, don't eat it.
It's too spicy.
It is very spicy. So these are the buffalo cauliflowers looking like love. So we had the lettuce, tomato, avocado, cilantro. You have your wraps, and of course I put a whole wheat wrap, but this is like, I don't know, I probably got it from ShopRite or something. And y'all, I'm still using our vegan ranch dressing. I don't know if y'all still have it, but I do. And I've just been adding more mayo to it and a little bit more seasoning to it. So we're gonna have that on top. All right. So what we are going to do is warm up our wrap. And now I'm going to have you show us how to put that all together because you really put it together like a champ. All right. So when you're going to warm up your wraps, you're going to want to warm it up on the stove. I'm not sure how you all do your wraps at home. I'm going to show you a couple of different techniques. Now, can you just carry this over so we can see? All right, so the one way I'm going to show you how to do your wraps, I don't know if you do this, and then also this is not for kids to use on their own. If you have a gas stove, you can put it right over your stove. Again, do not use this by yourself. You can put that right on the stove like that. And just keep it for a couple of seconds, and then flip it. Just like that. The other way to do it is right in your pan. So you just put it right in.
I did that before.
What, on the stove?
What? No, I'm talking about in the pan.
In the pan. You're just gonna let it get nice and soft. And when you have it, you're basically waiting for this to get these little bubbles to come up. But again, you're touching something that's very hot. So this whole thing is a little, I would not feel comfortable for any child to do this. You must have a parent available to help you. And the key is to not let it, you don't even want to walk away. It just is a quick second. And then you have to kind of keep your hand right on the wrap itself to get a little edge, and then you're just flipping it. And you can do that at high because you're just trying to warm it up real quick. So this would be a soft taco. We didn't clarify that earlier, but this is a soft taco situation. It's almost 2, but we are almost done. We're like, this is in the home stretch here. We just got to put it together. And honestly, for this to do all of this in an hour, I'm still impressed. All right. Okay, that's it. Okay. Now let's put it all together. And the young Murdoch is going to show us how to do it like a champ.
Well, so I like to start the bottom of the burrito with lettuce.
Taco.
Or, yeah, taco, burrito. That way for when we wrap it, everything in the middle, is covered by the lettuce. So this is how I do this. In the middle. All right, both has lettuce now. I'm gonna place the cauliflower on a strip down.
Now this is definitely a spicy version. This is also where I'm going to tell you that like your tomato and your avocado, if you have that, are going to help break up as much of that spice. So this tomato, oh, and by the way, guys, I don't know if y'all saw these tomatoes, but they are beautiful. See, the more red it is in the middle, it means that they were ripened on the vine. So those are really great tomatoes.
I think we're full. Onions right next to the cauliflower. You can do this any way you prefer. This is just how I do it.
Oh, those tomatoes smell really good.
You want a lot of jalapenos in yours, Mom?
No, just a couple. I like spice, but not like he does. You could totally leave the jalapenos out if you're not so spicy. You don't have to do that double batch of the buffalo sauce like we did if you're not into spicy. In fact, you don't even have to do the buffalo sauce at all on here. You can just do the frying of or the baking of the cauliflower and just let it be at that. And we have had that too, and that's also really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'll give you your.
Thank you, son.
Yep, that's it. Oh yeah, we still need the tomatoes.
And the sauce.
And also this flour is really nice. Me and Nadia tried it with the soy sauce.
You did try it?
Yeah, with the soy sauce.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
This is the soy sauce.
You guys, this is, you can have this by itself too. This is another, like, I would say like a good weekend, you know, this is like, you have that with your, anything you would do, buffalo chicken wings. You have some fries with that. I would love to see a little salad on the side, but this is a meal right in and of itself. And then you got your, our ranch dressing has thinned out, but it's still a really delicious sauce. This way, so I can see. That's it?
So yeah,
That's what you do?
that's it.
All right, y'all. There we go. Buffalo cauliflower tacos. Beautiful. Nicely done, son. All right, now show us how to wrap it up, because that's the part that you were really good at.
These are hard to wrap up.
Well, how would show us how you would wrap it?
Another thing.
Well, just still show us how you would do it.
Yeah. Honestly, with these are so big, you just have to try to tuck the top over the bottom
Go ahead, take it, have a taste.
and hold it together before it falls apart. I feel like this is awkward.
Go ahead.
I feel awkward doing this.
Just take a bite. I always say you got to taste your creation.
It's crazy, y'all. It's crazy. Hold on. The stove is off, so now I'm gonna do jumper jacks.
You're that happy?
I'm happy. Good night. Yes, I see you. Yep. Go.
Is it?
See, look, you dropped your phone again. All right, y'all. So there we have it. There is your buffalo cauliflower. And I'm gonna have a taste too, let me see. I can't wait to see what y'all think about this.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
And then you probably still got your leftovers for a little side dish. You could just have like a little.
Yeah, this is half a thing of cauliflower. Look how much we still have left. So this is again another really good example how this is mostly plant-based meat. We have a little bit of the cauliflower. Oh my God. It's spicy, y'all. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't have Oh, I like spicy.
But that's A plus, guys. A plus. And that was like
Spicy.
an hour and 5 minutes. I can't wait to hear what you all think about that taco. If you brave it at home,
Spicy.
definitely delicious, definitely well worth it. Thank you. Yeah, definitely try it at home. I will go ahead, I'll revise those that recipe. I'm gonna do that right now before I forget. And I also will share this video right away because it is, like I said, I knew it's like a multi-step process, but you know, great things take time.
We'll just take this.
Okay.
If you guys have any questions or anything, bye. See you later. Thanks for joining us.
Sorry, I didn't get to today.
Bye, guys. If you have
Sorry, thank you. I'm going to make these right now. That's why I'm rushing off. Bye.
bye. See you later. Bye. Bye, guys. Thanks for coming.
Just give me this.
Hey, looks good, Madison. Looks good.
Where
You're
are
so
you
welcome.
recording at?
Thank you for joining us.
Jiana.
For joining my seminar. Thank you.
Miss Jiana.
Yeah.
I get to do it. So did you have a recording where I can do it with Jaden tomorrow?
Yeah, absolutely. It was definitely a lot to try to do all at the same time. I will send this right out though. Hey,
Hello, how are you?
good. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good.
Good.
Oh, did you taste? Are you tasting it?
Yes,
Yeah, we did the buffalo one. I didn't let the kids taste the buffalo. He tasted the buffalo.
It's spicy, but it's good.
Thank you. I see the men. The men. Thank
Yeah.
you. That's exactly right. That's
Yeah,
exactly right.
I can deal with that.
See, this is what I'm saying. You can deal with that, right? That's reasonable. That's accessible. That's right. Thank you.
Thank you for the recipe, Miss Jiana.
Absolutely. I'll share out the other version just right away.
Okay. See y'all. Have a good
All
weekend.
right. Have a great
Anytime.
weekend. Bye,
Good
y'all.
weekend. See you Monday.
See ya.
Monday.
Jaden, your shirt literally says "See you later." See you later, alligator. Livy.
Yes.
Mwah, 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 mwah.
My mom couldn't stay because Aiden had to go take a nap.
Say what?
My mom couldn't stay because Aiden had to go take a nap.
Wait a minute. Why is I can't hear you? All right. Say it again. Just you and us. It's just us.
My mom couldn't stay because Aiden had to take a nap.
Oh, I gotta take a nap. Where's Anaya?
I don't know.
Joining us today?
No, she doesn't want to do cooking class. She don't like it.
He doesn't like it. That's okay. We'll let Anaya be Anaya. Let Anaya be great. Pretty much.
Yeah, she doesn't like it.
She's not feeling it. She's like, I don't want to do cooking class. I've had enough of Miss Jiana every day. Anaya cracks me up. Libby!
Come on, you have to go get Libby right now.
How are you, Boo? How's camp? You like it? You know I live to make you happy. You know that, right? You know that, right? Just like you said we needed chalk, you know what I did. Libby needs chalk. Be getting chalk. You know that. Nice are grubbing.
Wait, camp is over. We just get to use our stuff.
Wait a minute, I can't hear because you're doing something with the phone. What did you say?
When camp is over, we get to use our stuff like it's actually ours. Yeah, so we're gonna have extra construction paper. Because we already have construction paper and we're gonna have extra
Oh shoot, I did forget the construction paper. Dang it. I'll remind Miss Latani that you got, because you said you're almost out of construction paper, right?
We need more colors. We need more green, more red, and brown.
Okay, I'm just gonna bring everything out next Thursday.
But we have plenty of white.
Okay. Somebody said that we were being racist because we had enough white paper but not enough brown paper.
Who said that?
My friends who helped me put the kit together, they said, "Oh, why do you have enough white paper but there's not enough brown paper?" I said, "You have a good point." I'll just bring all the paper next week. Are you going to be ready to do? Are you going to do Black Parade in the front of this in front of the school?
No.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Why not?
Because I don't want to.
It's going to look so good. Do you mind if we eat our taco for me?
I can't look.
No, I'm not. Is it you don't like spicy food?
It looks too spicy.
I would say, do you like onions?
Yes.
I think you just shouldn't put as much buffalo sauce on it.
I know, and I saw him put so much sauce on it. I was like,
Yeah, that extra pour was a lot. You're like, oh my Lord. But Libby, it's really banging.
I don't have anything to do, so I can sit here all day.
What?
I don't have anything to do. I can sit here all day.
You have anything to do today?
No.
So you need like Camp Excellence every single day. Kind of. We're just hanging out. Woo, Libby.
If it's cooking because we don't cook it because my mom can't do it, and we're not gonna eat it because we have lunchtime. And then
What?
we can't make the stuff during cooking time. We do it is like dinner time.
Oh my God. Libby, it's really spicy. But it's good. I need a fan for my mouth. I need that fan that you have on your roof, on your ceiling. I need that in my mouth. It's good. You like it?
A ceiling
Yes. I need that ceiling fan in my mouth.
in the ceiling.
I'll help you clean up before I get in the scoops.
Just putting stuff together. Did you have any speeches yet?
Have any what?
Nom, 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 nom.
She can't handle it, Libby. Ew!
Woo!
Naya's coming
Anaya's coming?
over with us.
Anaya, I'll show Anaya a picture of her doing her walking skip it.
Say hi. She's right here.
Hi, Anaya. How are you today?
She's grumpy.
I see. Why are you being grumpy?
She's always
She is grumpy a lot, but she's actually been really good at camp. I have something to cheer you up. Hold on.
I turn the camera on.
Hold on, Maya. Hold on.
Okay. Oh, shoot, I'll turn the camera around.
trying to find this when she was doing the. Here it is. You ready? Look, Naya, this is when you were doing your walking skip it. Ready?
Okay, Maya.
Can you see?
I need you to say it.
Can you see it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I had a better one. Hold on. Maybe that was it. Well, did you see yourself? She did? Okay.
I was thinking something.
Look at yourself. You're walking away. You see?
Yes. Maybe says he was thinking something.
When Sarah learned how to do her skip it.
It's other people now. Miss Jiana.
Yes. Yes.
Lily said she was thinking something.
What were you thinking? Tell me.
Since we go to the garden.
Wait a minute. You got to stop whatever you're doing because it's like all I can hear is you're moving. You're on mute. Now, what'd you say?
Maybe on Friday, since we have the garden on Thursday, can we do games every Friday?
Like what?
I was thinking, like, some games, like we can do. Oh, we can't do tag.
Tag.
I was thinking we could do
We do things like Simon Says,
yeah.
Freeze
And then
Dance.
that game we played the other time.
When it was that last Friday.
The letters.
Wait, when we did what was that?
The first time when we did the letters.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that.
And
So what, you would rather do that than go to class in the afternoon? Really? Why? I mean, Naya, this taco is good. You missed it.
sorry.
No, you're not. You're not even sorry.
Oh, she was saying sorry was something else.
Oh.
Like making noise.
Actually, after next week, we'll probably do some different things. It's going to be a little bit different since I added the other 2 weeks for everybody.
Oops. Why did you get that camera?
Huh?
I'm just watching.
I'll send all your pictures. You getting ready to go? Say hi to Naya.
Naya. What's going on? What y'all doing? What y'all doing in there?
Nothing.
I heard someone was grouchy today. How come we were grouchy?
Huh?
I heard someone was grouchy today. How come Anaya was grouchy? What's going on? What's going on? Talk to me, please. Just talk to me. What's going on? We missed you.
Anaya?
Anaya! Anaya! Ah!
Get your finger off.
Your AirTag on?
What did you say? Do we have an air conditioner on? Let me. What are you doing?
Anaya!
Anaya, here's the problem when you're grouchy. You're so dang cute. It's really hard. It's hard to take your grouchiness seriously because you're so cute that all you want to do is like pinch your little cheeks and be like, oh, you're so cute. No. You're going to have a problem with this growing up. People are going to not take you seriously. Well, I can't say that because that grouch.
No, that grouch is serious.
That grouch hits a whole other way. You really get into that grouch. You're out?
Her birthday
You
is
out?
August. Miss Jiana,
Uh-huh.
her birthday is August 5th.
I knew that. Hold on. Let me write it down. I knew it was coming. Yeah, it was fun. I'm writing it down right now. Yeah. I think let's figure out how we can have a birthday party.
We got a birthday party on Zoom for her.
Yeah.
Why would we not do that? I would love that idea.
You don't want a birthday party on Zoom?
I would love that idea. Of course, I would love it. I want it.
You love it? Love it.
Where is your son? Where did he go?
He left. Hold on. Let me say, you want to say bye to him? Nye! You need to say bye to the girls. Bye.
Yeah, on the next episode of Kid Fresh Daily TV. Ding, ding, ding.
You guys are silly. You like all the silly things, like Mr. Keith. You guys are always laughing at Mr. Keith. No?
Yes.
I know.
I'm not.
You don't laugh at Mr. Keith?
Yes.
No, you don't? You don't think he's funny?
She's lying.
I know.
Ow! Ow! Ouch! Stop!
Why are you laughing?
Miss Jiana.
Not those. Yes, baby
Miss
girl.
Jiana. Miss Jiana.
Yes.
My big brother came to our house today. You don't have to say that.
I didn't know you had a big brother.
He's not. He's like our stepbrother. Yeah, he don't live with us.
Okay. Well, was he fun?
No. Huh? He's not.
Okay, baby, be careful.
It's boring. Oh, he don't let us do nothing with him.
How old is he?
16.
16?
Want to see him?
Yeah.
No. So fun.
Livy's not into it. Livy, why aren't you into it?
Wait a second. He said hi. Did you see him?
No.
Did you see him, Miss Jiana?
No, I didn't know he was there still. I thought he was like, you were showing me a picture or something.
No, he waved, but then he left because he don't like being shown for some reason.
He doesn't like to be on Zoom?
I don't know he's back. Say hi again. He didn't see you.
Okay. Hi.
That's our brother.
All right.
The chores.
I'm putting all of the hearts and birthday things for Anaya's birthday on Wednesday, August 5th, which is in just 2 weeks away. So wait, how old are you going to be? 7? 6?
Did you mean 60?
Livy, Naya. That's called what you call overreaction. That's overreacting. She just said it to get on your nerves anyway. Y'all are so fun. Do you guys fight all the time?
Yes. It's not funny.
Guys, I have a question. You know, like at camp when somebody's always putting like drawing on our screen, who do you think is doing it?
Well, it's not us. He thinks Kenneth.
You think it's Kenneth? I kind of feel like it's Kenneth too. I thought it was Duriel, but I actually think it might be Kenneth. That's funny that you said that.
It's a lot of people.
It is a lot of people.
Oh, who?
I'm definitely thinking somebody in blue. It's one of the boys. It's just like such a boy thing to do. You know what I mean? Like, why? It's like extra thing. Like, why?
Oh, yeah, now I don't have to wash the dishes.
You have to wash the dishes?
I don't have to. I have to do after cooking class.
Oh.
The dishes is her chore.
Dishes are what?
The dishes is my chore.
It is. That's a big chore.
Mother's not here.
Wait, Livy, you're going into 4th grade. Yeah, I think that's when I started doing the chores.
And I'm going to
First grade. I know. Naya, do you remember when you would be coming and dropping off Livy at camp, but you were too little to come? Would you be feeling sad? I remember that. That feels like it wasn't too long ago. Livy, I was actually looking at old pictures from when we first started going to camp, and you're so little.
Let me see.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see. The heck?
No, not right now. Mom, how about later? Yes.
Okay, here we go. Hold on.
Yeah, that's right. There we go. Okay. What?
I had pictures of a lot of pictures of you even back then. You've always been my boo. Hold on.
Ever since you started camp.
Oh, look, you remember?
Who is that? Oh, is that the old yoga teacher?
Yes, before Miss Adriana.
I forgot his name.
Yeah.
Mr.
Mr. Dang, I forgot too. Mr. Miles.
Yeah, Mr. Miles. I want to see what he do.
Did you like him?
Yes, I like him better.
Really? Why?
Because he let us lay down on the yoga mat and close our eyes, and he tells us stories too.
Huh. Well, I think we could probably get Oh my God, Livy, this is my favorite thing.
What? Oh. That's me.
Yay! I'm putting that in Creation Station.
No.
Why? It's cute.
Fine.
Fine.
Naya wants to be.
Because you were being so shy. That was really cute. Here's the first part. This is when you were being shy. Ooh, so cute. Look at your pink hair for the summer. So cute. And then you got brave. Mr. Chief. QRSTUVWXYZ. Wait, that 2018. So wait, you're going into 4th grade, 3rd grade. You're going into 2nd grade. You were just.
Come over here then.
Let me find another one.
She don't know what she's doing. Wait, I know what I should do for you since you said that. I know. Hey. Okay, that's enough.
Do you remember when Miss Stacy came?
When
And you guys
was
did this
this?
artwork?
Yeah, that was the old teacher, Naya.
That was the first year.
Yeah, because she doesn't know none of these people.
Ah, look at you. We had pickup sticks. Oh, this is when, oh, you know what? This might be when I let you use my camera. Yeah, this is you. This is your camera. You did this. You're filming.
I know. Don't say boo. What? It's boring.
Wait a minute, because there was something else there that was really good. Hold on.
Why do it says record at the top?
What?
Why do it says record at the top?
What is what?
It says record at the top of this meeting.
Oh dang, I forgot I was recording. I can stop.